2018. It's going to be something very, very special. It's all kicking in. We have some pretty good enemies out there, but step by step, they're being defeated.
Lana Zach has been spending the holidays at the Winter White House in West Palm Beach, Florida, and that's where she is now. Good morning, Lana Zach.
Hey, good morning to you, McGraw. Happy New Year.
Good. So a lot of people haven't been paying attention on what's going on. What is the latest with North Korea, South Korea, and the escalating tensions?
Well, what we heard in the New Year's address from Kim Jong Un, the leader of North Korea, was perhaps a new strategy. He was saying that the nuclear ambitions of his government have been realized. They're no longer a threat. They are a reality. He says he has a button on his desk that would allow him to launch nuclear weapons at the U.S. mainland. During that same speech, McGraw, he also extended an olive branch to South Korea, saying that he would potentially be interested in sending North Korean athletes to the Winter Olympics being held in South Korea. It is potentially a huge departure from previous strategies where the alliance between South Korea and the United States and the fates of those two nations have been absolutely intertwined. And we are seeing, in fact, with South Korea's willingness to have some talks with North Korea independent of the United States, that strategy may, in fact, be working.
So South Korea has signaled they're open to having talks with North Korea.
Absolutely, and what's happening over in South Korea? They have a fairly new administration, President Moon, who is much more liberal, who campaigned actually on being more open to a diplomatic solution with North Korea rather than his hardline predecessor. That they are in fact open to trying to resolve it on the peninsula rather than necessarily having the United States involved.
What does the United States say about that?
Well, so far the president only said we'll see in response to Kim Jong Un and his nuclear pronouncements. We have heard from some members of the administration, retired Admiral Mike Mullen even saying that the U.S. is closer to nuclear war with North Korea than ever. But we haven't heard yet a formal strategy articulated by the Trump administration, and we'll be waiting to hear if one of those is forthcoming. But knowing President Trump and how he likes to do things, we may not actually get a formal pronouncement about how the United States intends to deal with North Korea until that situation is potentially resolved.
The Olympics are coming up in South Korea in just a few weeks. Is there a chance that North Korea could actually send a team to Seoul or to Korea for the Olympics?
Yes, and though the deadline has officially passed for any of their athletes to be enrolled, we do understand that there's some figure skaters that qualified for the Olympics, and it would be as simple as the International Olympic Committee extending that invitation and North Korea saying that they'd like to accept it to bypass that formality and actually have some North Korean athletes there in South Korea.
Stay tuned. Lana Zach, ABC News correspondent in West Palm Beach, Florida. Lana, thanks for your time.
Happy New Year.